was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action now. Winston. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines rolling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go play action. Winston. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Winston. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake, Winston. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
The 1st down throw for Winston. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Here's Matt Araiza now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This will be taken at the 10. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Mills. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To throw, Mills. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side. And he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st down, rolls. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
McCrane's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here that add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and the Charger first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On play action, Winston. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Winston. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll try the right side with Henry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Mills to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Henry.
Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal, Mills. And he'll just get rid of it. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
McCrane's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Winston. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play fake. Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From just shy of midfield, Mills. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Throwing, Mills. Open man is Quintez Cephas. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First down.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's the end of the
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Following the interception, Winston. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. To throw, Winston. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd down, Winston. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Fourth down, Winston. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Being chased out, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Winston to throw for it on 4. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyler Conklin from 8 yards out. And the Chargers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, off and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mills. Pass incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the deep.
And now here is another interception. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this, what's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. Open man here is Conklin. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing, Winston. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half. Way there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Mills. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Mills. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Mills. This is caught by Evans. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Inside handoff, Henry able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mills now. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Winston now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Winston. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds.